Good morning, guys. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope everybody's doing good. The Lord placed this, I woke up with this on my spirit very, very hard. Like it was just on me. I just stayed on my mind. This is something that He's been showing me for months now. And, I've been peeping it out. I've been seeing these things, but not being really vocal about it. But the dream just confirmed what it is, and I know this message is meant for someone else as well, not just me. So I'm here just to share, just to give encouragement, and understanding, and just to relate with you all. Um, Unfortunately, there are going to be some that's going to always secretly compete with you. If you're anything like me, anything that you go after, no matter what it is, you're going to go full force. You're going to go full speed ahead in the things that God has placed in front of you. Because as the word says, faith without works is dead. So you can't just sit back and think things are just going to be given to you. If God placed an opportunity in front of you, you're supposed to go after it. You're supposed to go all in. Give it what you got, right? But you got some, instead of seeing that and understanding that's what you're supposed to do in order to get the things that God has for you in life, they rather sit back and watch your life and try to compete with the things that God has given you. But if you're doing that, how are you going to go after the things God got for you? You will never get there because you're looking at somebody else's life. So in my dream, I was just driving down this road, and I looked over to the right of me, and it was this man that I know from the past, and he was running on the side of the car, trying to outrun me as I'm driving in the car. And so all of a sudden, the scene switched from him running on the side of me for him actually holding on like to the top of the roof of the car, trying to hold on for dear life as I'm still driving. And I see him like coming over the windshield, still trying to grab places to hold on to while he's still slipping and going over the side of the car, basically falling. And when he actually fell, I'm looking over like, oh my God, is he all right? So I go down a little bit and turn around and come back, and no one was there. And the revelation that God gave to me is you cannot compete where you don't compare. That goes for any of us. How are you going to try to compete with a moving vehicle? And you're just running, you're using your feet to run, your legs to run, and this is a whole vehicle. You know you will never beat that vehicle that you're trying to outrun. It's not going to work. And that's just like with, our individual gifts, our individual lives. There's no need in trying to compete with other people because God gives each one of us different gifts, different things that He wants us to do in our lives. And the next person ain't going to be able to compare because they can't do it like you. They're not going to be able to operate in the way that you operate. All that they can do is go after what God has for them. And I've always understood that. I can look at somebody and be like, oh my God, they're doing so good with their life. They're so motivated. They're inspiring, they're inspiring me for wanting more, to do better, to go after the things that I know that God wants me to go after, even harder. You know what I'm saying? But it's no competition there. I don't look at somebody and be like, I can do it better than them, and I'm going to try, I'm going to show them that I can do that. But unfortunately, we have people in this world, that's what they do. They sit back and watch other people's lives, and instead of going after what's theirs, they try to compete with you. They try to outdo you. And you're not going to get nowhere doing that. You're not going to succeed if you're not going after what God has for you solely. You can't worry about what other people got going on. I focus on me and my family and what we got going on. I try to help others because God has given me this assignment, this prompting. I love people anyway, but I'm not worried about what somebody else got. What they got is theirs, whether it's more than me or less than me. That's not making me as a person or breaking me as a person. It's up to me to change my outlook in my life. It's up to me to do the things that I need to do to help myself, to grow, to build, to be better as a person. So I say that to say this, guys, if you notice people that are competing with you, just understand, you got to be a motivation to that person. You got to be an inspiration. They may not even like you, but for them to try to compete with you is something that they see in you that inspires them. It's something that they want that you got. Even though that's not the way that, that it goes, that you can't, that's not how you get things in life, by trying to compete with others. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. And I'm going to leave you guys with this verse. It is in Ephesians 6:12. And I want you guys to remember this, because we can easily look at people and just feel like, get frustrated at that. Why are you trying to compete with me? I'm not in competition with you. But we have to remember, like Ephesians 6:12 says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So the enemy can use anyone to try to come after you, to try to downplay what you're doing, but yet and still secretly trying to be you, secretly trying to get what you got or try to get more to outdo you or whatever. Who cares? God just wants you to know to just keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving it all that you got. Going after the things that He has for you solely. Unfortunately, they're not going to get too far, trying to compete with anybody. Maybe one day they'll see, you can't compete where you don't compare. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I will talk to you later.